everybody. Hey, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
We're the Big Family Homestead, and we are super excited and ready to rock. We have got an awesome show for you. Matter of fact, here, you want to see it? Here's the show. There's the show. With all my artwork and everything.
Quick view
of the
show, yeah.
There it is. There's the cliff notes. All right, good night.
You've seen it.
You've seen it
might as
all.
well just,
Seen
okay,
it
good night.
all. So welcome. I hope you guys are ready for some fun. We have got some great news stories, actual real life stuff. Believe it or not, Virginia, there is some good news in the world still.
Oh, yay.
There is. We've got a stack of it. I think we've got a good 6 stories that we're going to go over that hopefully some will resonate with you and give you a little bit of hope moving forward and yada, yada, yippee, skippy, and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So while we're waiting for just a little bit for folks to show up, why don't we do a little recap of the... have I soiled my paper already?
No, my headache hasn't gone away yet.
Oh, sorry.
It's not your
She
fault.
took some pain medication a while back, but
yeah.
So,
and I don't usually I don't like to take pain medication, but when I do, it's for good reason.
So doing something like this probably wouldn't help.
No, but we need to turn it. It's
not on you enough.
No, my head is cut off.
I got it. It's not on you enough.
Yeah,
let's
not on me.
Let's make sure that here. How about is that?
No,
better,
no,
honey?
come on now, stop.
No, is that we good?
Please stop.
How about there?
That's all I
Is that
wanted.
good?
It's just to be centered.
I'll go over here.
It was not centered enough. Stop. It was driving me nuts.
It's not centered now.
Fix it then.
Oh my gracious! What a
Otherwise,
diva. What a diva. She's gonna be all like, I need my brown M&Ms or else I'm not gonna come on the show. I'm gonna pitch a fit.
you can do the show by yourself.
See this is how this goes. Give her an inch, she'll punch you in the face.
That's right.
Oh jeez. So recap stuff before we get into the main program. Good news. What's been going on? Fall is here in force.
Finally. Honestly, finally. Our summer has, so dips continued to grow. Well, the ones that were still continued to grow. We have loads of tomatoes we're going to pull. And, but yeah, it's
but
been
now
nice.
It's in the 30s at night.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that reminds me, we still have to cover up the strawberry bed.
Yes, we do. We have our strawberry beds. We'll overwinter them. So we got a couple of bales of straw that we will loosely put some straw down on top of those just to kind of insulate them a bit.
So hold on loosely and don't let go.
No.
Just do it.
Right.
Name that song. Anybody?
No idea.
No?
Yeah.
Come on.
I could put Brad in timeout. Yeah, that'd be fun.
All righty. So, yes, actually, just I saw a comment that caught my eye. Excuse me. Ooh, attacked by an Asian beetle. We're going to get back to them.
On that note.
But actually, Jesus is Lord there is asking about Papa D. My dad is in the hospital recovering. Just talked to him just a few minutes ago, actually. And he's in good spirits and getting better. It's just taking a lot longer than anyone hoped.
Or he definitely did not want to be doing this long. But he is getting better. And we are still praying for him to get home quickly.
He might be watching right now.
Yep. Hi, Dad.
So there you go. I don't know any Get Better songs. Do you know any Get Better songs?
Really? Who's the musician in this room?
I don't know any.
Not me.
Do you?
No. I do
I mean,
not.
I don't think Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood would probably be a good
Pretty
choice.
sure that's not a good choice.
And I don't think that's what they mean
No,
either. Pretty
let's
sure it's not what it means.
Let's not sing that song, please.
I wasn't gonna.
I don't even know all the words, but
I
just...
don't think so.
No.
I don't think that's going to work out.
No.
I don't know. You broke my heart because I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around.
What?
That's not a Get Better song now that I think about it. No. Okay, moving on. Other stuff. We've been working on the barn, and we're going to have a video preview of the barn work in a little bit. So hang on to that. Hang on, Sloopy, since we're going to talk in songs tonight.
Let's talk in song. Hang on, Sloopy.
Only talking in songs for replies, guys. So, why did you talk about that one there?
Oh yeah, thanks. I
good?
couldn't. Yeah, no, maybe it's got to be. No, I don't have my readers on. And
Take mine. They're over there.
No, those don't work. They're too strong for me. You're blinder than me.
I am blinder than you. That is true.
We took a couple of days off of school this week and did some early Christmas shopping. So we had saved up our money, and so we decided to get things done, get them done early, and not wait till the last second. So we got all that stuff done.
Yeah, and our video that came out yesterday was kind of, I guess it was a recap of that trip to Wausau. What we saw and what we did not see on shelves, which was a lot.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why we tried to do some of that shopping early, because,
right.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out all those ships waiting to get into port might have a problem in terms of a ripple effect.
Yeah.
So we're not going to sling any mud. There will be no mud slung unless it needs to be. So right now I'm gonna look at our list and keep on trucking. No.
I didn't say nothing.
Let's
go on with the show.
Let's
go on with the video.
Yeah.
That's all.
She knows. Excuse me. She's saying just the right things that make my head want to explode because I go, don't say it. Don't say it. So, okay, I'm going to refocus now. While you talk about a homeschool update.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I
yeah,
forgot.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Oh, no. So, like I said, we took a couple of days off this week. So we're a tad bit behind on our homeschool.
Or in my case, a big behind. No.
We're never going to get through all of this, are we?
It's a good thing we have fewer notes.
Yeah, that is a good thing. That is a good thing.
I'll have a Ricola. They're delicious.
Go for it.
And they help your scratchy throat.
Yes, they do. So we are we're just playing catch up, honestly. And that's I'm totally lost.
I'm going to play mustard if you're playing catch up. So
yeah, no kidding. That's funny. So like I said, we took a couple of days off this past week. So we're going to just, make up those days this week. And, that's the beauty part of homeschooling is we can take a day off here or there and nobody cares. Mm-hmm. The kids are like, yay, no school. Well, except for Hope, actually. She does not like skipping school. She's like, oh. She does one of those teenager things. Oh.
Ricola, says Jean.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, no. So Hope she's our teenager. Yeah.
Especially if you ask her to do any chore that, well, no. I was going to say that and then continue, but it's any chore.
Just fill in the blank.
It's any chore.
Just fill in the blank, yeah.
It's any chore.
Anything, right.
If you ask her to do anything except play with her donkey.
Right.
Then it's...
Yeah, no. I'm not saying we took homesteading days off. I said homeschooling days off. No, homesteaders are not allowed to have days off.
That's not. Yeah.
No. Milking still got done. Cows still got fed. Chickens still got fed. Eggs got collected. It was all done.
Well, it happened in seeing the Celtic Roots Farm. My beard still got cooler and bigger and more masculine as... They might know something or two about being in beard competitions. I didn't know it was a thing.
No.
Apparently they do. They're competitive, those beards over there at the Celtic Roots Farm. Oh,
Okay.
It's no fun when an argument can only be one-sided, or
That's true.
they got to type back and
Right. Well, and if he says anything sassy, we can put him in timeout. So
yeah. He's got a beard of power. I'm not going to lie.
He does.
Not going to lie. His wife, no beard.
No, she does not have a beard. No.
Of course, we're going into winter, so I don't know how women
know.
on the East Coast do things, but around here, there's a lot of not shaving that happens. And I'm not talking about Christa.
No, it's not. That's so funny.
Oh, boy.
My heavens.
Thank you. It does look nice. Matter of fact. So, yeah, I alluded earlier to getting dive bombed by Asian beetles. And, yeah. they're prolific right now. They look like ladybugs, but no, they're actually tiny little seeds of Satan's spawn that if you squash them, they stink and they stain you.
They do. And they bite.
They're biters.
They bite.
They're biters.
And I've been bitten, and it's honestly, it's not painful. It's really just annoying. It hurts just a little bit, but then it goes away. It's not like a bee sting. Bee stings for me hurt, and then they swell for a week, and it's awful.
Well, and they get in my coffee.
So do the flies.
For what? And maybe I've got some kind of, prejudice against flies. No, I'm pretty sure I do. Because a fly drops in your coffee, it's over. I'm mobilizing every child and human that I can and arming them all with fly swatters. And no one's allowed to do anything until they bring at least 20 to 30 dead flies to me each.
Right.
But an Asian beetle drops in there, I just spoon it out, no big deal. I don't know why.
It's gross.
They're both gross.
It's just gross. Well, I think it's because of what flies do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's gross.
Let's move on.
Let's.
You've been crotcheting lately, haven't you?
I have been.
Crotcheting.
Okay, so a few years ago, I made a peach and white crocheted hat. It was out of wool, 2 strings of wool, so it was extra warm, and oh boy, really.
Even when it would be 0 degrees out, if you're working, you can't wear it.
Right.
Your head would get sweaty.
Yeah, it gets really, really hot. Well, I lost my hat, and I couldn't find it, and then I finally found, and I don't remember where I found it, but I found it, and it was dirty. So I made the mistake of washing it in warm water. And if those of you who know what wool does, it shrunk. It does not fit on my head anymore. I don't even know if it would fit on Ruth's head. Maybe Grace can wear it. So
it's a baby
I
toy.
am making a new wool hat, but it's not peach because I don't have any peach, and I was really kind of disappointed.
Matches your.
It's a little big right now.
Your dress there a little bit.
No.
A little bit.
No. So not quite done. I'm about half done. So I may have to wash it to let it shrink a little bit.
Have you not learned your lesson?
I'm just teasing.
She has not learned her lesson.
Yeah, but I was really annoyed because that was my favorite hat that it shrunk. So, and I tried to put it on. I tried to stretch it out. Didn't work.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to rip it. So
rip it real good.
Yeah. No, I know Alicia says wool is too warm and itchy. This wool is not. It's young wool, so it's not itchy. And besides, I have hair, and it doesn't bug me. So
yeah.
I have hair.
I have hair.
These
are hats for people with hair.
These are hats with people with hair. Yeah.
There's a separate kind of hat that hairless people get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The acrylic ones just are not warm enough. You got to use wool up here anyway.
All the people that are cancelers, they cancel this, cancel that. They just canceled you because you attacked non-hair having people.
Oh, okay.
I felt threatened, even though I have hair. I feel like that was mischaracterizing. I was going to say. How would I don't even know.
I am really trying to restrain from.
I'm
telling you how I really feel.
Hey, I'm trying to restrain from a lot too.
I know.
So, all right, soap. We used to make and sell goat's milk soap,
Yes.
handmade, looks awesome, wrapped in a really, really cool cloth with some twine and the whole 9 yards.
Super gentle on your skin.
Yeah. And it's really amazing stuff. And I'm not saying that because we make it. I'm saying it because everybody tells us this is like the best soap they've ever had.
Right.
We stopped making it just because life got busy and we only made it for ourselves. But there's so many of you guys that email us and say, hey, I'd really like to get some of that stuff. And we kind of just pushed back a little bit and said, well, I don't know. We're going to do one run.
Yeah.
One run, and it's going to happen soon. It's not ready to go yet. We haven't made it yet.
No.
But we're probably only going to make for sale a couple hundred bars.
Yeah.
But be looking for that because we will let you know, but it's not ready yet. But we're only going to do one run because believe me, it's putsy. The cutting and it's putsy.
Wrapping it with we kind of do it frilly.
It looks cool.
It looks cool.
It's frou-frou-y.
And it takes time. So anyhow, it's time consuming. It's like you said, it's putsy. But yes. I'm answering the question.
Are there many questions?
There is. I'm answering all of the questions as of yes. No,
yes.
No.
Click.
No. Celtic Roots is asking, does your beard balm have scent in it?
Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. That's actually not a joke.
I know. Before you have the scent, then it doesn't have scent in it. No, well, never mind. Forget it.
I don't know where you're going with this.
I don't either. That's why I said forget it.
There's some right there. No, that's the healing hands.
This is healing hands.
That's healing hands. Yeah. That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing. So anyway, check this out. We have been working on our barn, and it's taken a lot longer than we thought, people. But it's turning out a lot better than we thought, too.
Well, it's taking us longer because we're old and we're not old. We're middle-aged. We're not old. But, we have a lot going on.
This has become your midlife crisis, the barn, hun. You know how they say that, like, guys go and buy, like, a sports car or whatever? And that's not me. But instead, for your midlife crisis, you built a barn.
I didn't buy it. I didn't build it by myself, thankfully.
So here's a little heads up. Some friends of ours came over, and just a quick 2-minute video, and we'll be right back. It's down, but it almost knocked me off the ladder, and unfortunately, last second, as I was getting ready to probably kill myself with it, our friends Roy, hey, there's Roy, and Shelly showed up and saved the day. Helped me get this down without any bloodshed. So thanks, Roy. Yay! Shelly's over there. I'll thank her later.
Oh, no.
As you can see, the native Roy in his habitat. As you can see, Roy in his natural habitat. It's raining, it's snowing, it's man glitter in action.
Man glitter.
Ta-da! It's done, it's done. Well,
it's not done, but the walls are there. Now we just have to skin them on the outside.
And the track.
Well, we need to put the paper, what's it, the house wrap.
House wrap.
And then skin it. And then we put the track up and then the doors.
And like I said earlier, we probably could have done this without a ton of help, just because I think I'm feeling more confident. But it would have looked like a 12-year-old did it. Number one, no, me. I'm pointing at the.
Your finger was right under my face, so I'm like, ah.
But it would have looked like a 12-year-old did it. It would have taken me 5 hours. So extra kudos and thanks to Roy and Shelly for helping out. Thank you guys.
Less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we were chatting and having fun.
Of course. Of course.
And I learned some things. Oh, yeah. And don't ever taunt a Roy in his native habitat because things get ugly fast. Just ask the crocodile hunter. He'll tell you all about it. Yeah, so it's best just to leave Roy do his thing.
Yes.
He gets agitated when he's cornered.
No.
He's like a wild rabid beast.
Oh my goodness gracious, no.
He started snarling. It was, he did.
He did?
No.
No, he didn't.
Although it does remind me, though, I miss the Crocodile Hunter.
I do too.
What a fun show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the same since he's been gone.
Since you've been gone.
No, we're not supposed to. No.
Singing in tunes, right?
No.
So, yeah, but the Crocodile Hunter, man.
Yeah.
I didn't, when he first came out, I didn't believe that it was true. My friends were saying, no, there's this guy that he'll go and jump on the back of an alligator and
crazy.
And grab him, and he doesn't do like the other nature shows. He'll just grab a snake and then talk to it. And
He was crazy. Honestly.
Crikey.
I am just sad that he is gone. Honestly.
Yeah, the first show I saw of his, I actually remember it pretty well. Some snake got a hold of him and it's dangling from his arm and there's blood dripping down. And he's like, oh, look at her. Isn't she beautiful? As you can see, this is quite painful. Mm-hmm. And it was like, he's like trying to wrangle the snake without snapping its neck.
Yeah. Oh, it's just crazy.
Crocodile Hunter.
Yeah.
The Crocodile Hunter.
Kimmy's here. Hi, Kimmy.
Kimmy! She's awesome.
She is awesome.
I just figured, because you get all that way. You're like, oh my gosh,
oh, fangirl. No.
You know what? I think that deserves right there. Kimmy's entrance deserves something special. Boom. That's how we do things around here. That's how you do things when you're living downtown. Or as we like to call it, K-Dog.
We live in the middle of nowhere,
no, Kimmy,
honey.
I don't even know.
I know. I'm like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You
know what?
I
think it's time to switch gears. I believe it's about time to start talking about some of these good news stories.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So here's the scoop, guys. I am sick to death of all the bad news.
Yeah.
Just sick, double sick, loathe entirely.
Yes.
And so
Absolutely.
I grew up listening to radio guys like Paul Harvey, and I miss Paul Harvey. And I thought, you know what? If I can't find a Paul Harvey, doggone it, we're going to do our best to try to at least do something like Paul Harvey. And so this is our feeble attempt at being like Paul Harvey for now.
Right.
Because it's going to get better. It's going to get better. But so we've got some actual real live good news stories that you have brought to us. Because that's the way that this is going to work, is that you guys email me with not a video. I don't have time to watch all the videos.
No.
But a link to a news story. And you're going to email that to info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. I repeat that, info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. And send me the link.
Should I type it?
You can type it, but you're going to have to talk. Well, okay, go ahead. So we've got some stories tonight that are for hopefully going to be, some of them will tickle the funny bones. Some of them will hopefully encourage you. Some will hopefully remind you we're all humans and we all need help from time to time, and we all need encouragement instead of just bad news, bad news, bad news, bad news. So,
right.
Ladies first, do you want to start with the first one?
Sure.
When you mark it, set, go.
Okay. So this story is happening over in Barcelona. In front of Barcelona's Arc de Triomphe, 26-year-old Adria Ballister. He's a man.
That's about as American as you could say.
That's about as American as I'm sure that is. I'm butchering that. He sets up 2 fold-away chairs and a sign in large letters that reads "Free Conversations." Anyone is welcome to stop and sit and chat with him in Spanish, English, or Catalan, which is a Romance language. I had to look it up because I'd never heard of it before. It's a Romance language spoken in eastern and northeastern Spain. So, about anything they like. The idea is just to talk freely for a while. The 26-year-old writer and storyteller explains, "We have lost the art of conversation," agrees a young Italian psychology student among the day's visitors. "We live in a world where it's often easier to send a message to someone from another country than to say good morning to our neighbors," says Ballister. At times, he feels like a therapist. You hear good, positive stories and really tough ones, too. A lot of people will tell you about a tricky episode in their life, maybe heartbreak or a job loss. There's a bit of everything, he says. A 70-year-old Lithuanian woman even talked about the years she spent in a Russian concentration camp. That's huge. Honestly, that is really...
That's awesome.
That's really, really cool. I think the more people need to do that, yeah.
Way to go, dude.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Adria Ballister.
Good enough. Salute you, Adria.
Yeah.
All right, next one up, guys. And feel free to chime in. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Be commenting. Just, it's always nice, though, if you stay on the topic. So
yeah.
Kind of
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, next one up. This is very cool. This comes from our friends in Britain, the UK. The HMS Argyll, was sailing toward Plymouth after 9 months in the Asian Pacific region when it picked up a mayday call. The Grand America is a 28,000-ton merchant ship was in flames.
Oh, no.
Belching toxic smoke in the Bay of Biscay, 240 kilometers off the French coast. Its crew had abandoned ship, but their lifeboat's engine was damaged when it hit the water. The Argyll's leading seaman, David Groves, went into action, battling the worst conditions he had ever faced. In a nighttime swell of around 6 meters with wall-like waves, Groves used a small seaboat to nudge the lifeboat half a mile towards the HMS Argyll. After 4 exhausting hours, he had saved all 27 crew, some of them suffering from smoke inhalation. The whole thing went by in a matter of seconds in my head, even though it ended at 4 a.m, said Groves later. He was awarded UK's Queen's Gallantry Medal for his bravery.
Wow.
And you, sir, you come to central Wisconsin, I'm buying you a Culver's
whatever you
burger.
want.
You can have a Culver's burger. Come on down. might even talk to the manager / owner of the Culver's because we know him.
Yeah.
He might even do a special deal for you because every so often they allow the cheese curd burgers.
Yeah.
Cheese curd burgers. That's for you, my friend.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'd make them several loaves of bread and some cinnamon rolls and you name it.
Come on over.
Come on over.
Come on over. Yeah. All right.
Oh, my goodness.
This is fun. This next one is really super fun.
This one is really, really neat.
Okay. I'm going to wait to put the guy's picture up.
All right. Giuseppe Paterno has become Italy's oldest graduate at the age of 96 after being awarded first-class honors in philosophy from the University of Palermo in Sicily. "It's one of the happiest days of my entire life," said Paterno on graduating. Prevented from going to university when younger by poverty and war, he finally enrolled in 2017. Neighbors used to ask why. Why all this trouble at your age? They couldn't understand the importance of fulfilling a dream, regardless of my age, says Paterno.
Now,
check this out.
Here he is. Mm-hmm. Bam.
That's great.
You, Giuseppe, come on over. I'll buy you a Culver's cheddar burger. Mm-hmm. He gets a cheddar burger because we got to save the cheese curd burger for our friend in Great Britain. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? I think that the truth is this. You really are only as old as you think you are. Mm-hmm. Well, my back disagrees.
Yeah, it does.
But you can tell, I mean, this guy's got some spring in his step.
Oh yeah, he's got some.
He's got some
definitely,
pluck.
definitely.
He's a plucky old dude.
Hats off to you, sir.
Well, he's still got his on.
He does, but my hat is off to him. See,
hats off.
It's off here.
Giuseppe rocking
Yes,
it.
yes.
He got was it philosophy? Was it
Philosophy? Yes.
So that just means you sit around and you think, I wonder what I should think about this.
Thinking. Yeah, I don't know.
I bet.
I don't know.
He's got a mask on there, but if he had a beard under there, he could pensively stroke his beard and think big thoughts.
Could.
Giuseppe,
Yeah.
rock star. All right, so here's the next one. This is super cool. This was actually sent in by Vernon, and you know who you are, Vernon, because that's your name. Because if it wasn't your name, then I wouldn't be saying it, and you wouldn't know because it wasn't your name, but you know your name is Vernon. So, Vernon, here. That's not Vernon.
That is not Vernon.
Okay, up to 30% of American veterans suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, while sadly, 14% the people who die by suicide every year in the U.S. are veterans. Many veterans also struggle with homelessness and addiction. And in June, Marty Weber, a vet himself, donated 37 acres of New Jersey forest land to make a homeless outreach organization, Just Believe Incorporated. The land will become a retreat for veterans struggling with addiction, mental illness, and homelessness. Weber named it Jeff's Camp after Jeff Passant, his Army buddy turned life partner who died of a bladder cancer, in 2017. Weber blames Passant's death on inadequate military healthcare system, which didn't properly treat him until it was too late. For almost 1 in 4 veterans who suffer from mental illness, accessing mental health care is often difficult and complicated. And so, Marty, he took the bull by the horns. And I got to tell you what, folks, any real estate in New Jersey is going to be spendy. So for those of you who think, oh, well, it's just 37 acres, I guarantee you that was not an easy gifting.
No, not at all.
I mean, I'm sure for Marty, it was probably like, no, well, you just do it.
Right.
He seems like the kind of guy that you just do it.
Right. I mean, up here, a 40 acre can go for
$1,000 an acre.
Yeah, $1,000, $1,500 an acre sometimes.
Yeah, it's pretty common.
Yeah,
it's pretty common, 1,500.
And that's for wooded.
Yeah.
If it was open, then it would be more.
Yeah. So now here's the thing too, though, is that knowing a lot of veterans, it's a problem that a lot of them don't like talking about because they feel inadequate.
Right.
They feel like they should be able to handle it. They go through all these horrible stresses and trouble, and a lot of them get into, chemical dependency kind of things, and it's not an easy way to dig out.
No.
So
So this is an amazing thing that this gentleman has done for his fellow veterans.
Yep. So Marty, you too, come on over. We'll take you to Culver's.
That's right.
That's right. And you know what's funny is Culver's is they're not sponsoring us.
No,
You
not
should.
at all.
You should because we'll give away your burgers for you.
These folks that own the Culvers here in town are friends of ours. We go to church with them. We've had dinner with them, and they're just super nice people. So he's got Culvers on the brain apparently. So I think we're going to be eating there soon.
Well, actually, you know what? The owner of this particular Culver's is a vet.
He is a veteran. Yep.
Yeah.
He is a Marine veteran.
Yep. So, okay, this next one is really, really, really neat.
Really neat.
So, on your mark, get set, go.
So there's a Hungarian orchestra that is helping deaf people to hear and enjoy the music of Beethoven through touch. Budapest's Danubia Orchestra Obada. I had to write out how to pronounce it. Holds concerts for the hearing impaired, people who quite literally feel the Fifth Symphony by Beethoven, who himself battled with hearing loss and wrote some of his greatest music while going deaf. Some of the audience sit next to the musicians and place their hands on the instruments to feel the vibration. Others hold balloons to convey the vibration of sounds. Some are given special hypersensitive hearing aids. When I sat next to the musician who played the double bass, I started crying, says Susanna Foldy, who has been deaf all her life. The orchestra's conductor says the aim is to bring music to people who otherwise have no chance to enjoy it and call attention to hearing difficulties that are often ignored. And that, honestly, that's close to home for us. Our daughter is hearing impaired. She's not deaf, but she is hearing impaired, and she has a hearing aid that, she's had hearing aids since she was 5 years old. But those were not working, and they were not allowing her to hear well, and they were continually giving her ear infections. So they put in a bone-anchored hearing aid, and she just hears so much better. And so I understand the vibration, hearing the vibration, that hearing through the vibration is a huge benefit. So that's really cool.
Well, and to me, it is unbelievable that Beethoven was pretty much completely deaf and still wrote music at a certain point in his life. Ode to Joy. Da, 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 da. He was deaf.
Yeah.
But he knew, I guess the rumor, historical rumor is that he would stick his head on the piano. And he knew the frequencies so well that they were ingrained in him. But he knew that by feeling them, he knew exactly what it would sound like because of the way it felt. And these people using the balloons, I can get that. I mean, okay, a lot of us are not young anymore, but when you're younger, do you ever take a balloon and just hum on it? Just, just being a kid.
Yeah, a balloon resonates the vibration, the sound vibrations really, really well.
Yeah, and you can barely touch it, and you can feel it.
Yeah.
And you can start to discern what certain frequencies feel like, what they sound like.
Yeah.
Actually, what? Side note, this is actually a true thing that when people are young, they can actually be taught perfect pitch. And if you don't know what perfect pitch is, that's when you hear a note, you know what it is. Like that's an F sharp, or that's a B flat, or that's an A. And what it is when you're younger, you have the ability to learn what those frequencies are. You don't really think anything other than that just sounds like a certain thing, but you learn what those frequencies are in a similar way to the way that you're taught color. Think about it. How do you describe red without using any kind of color descriptors?
Yeah.
How do you say, if you were telling somebody who's blind, this is what red is?
I would probably start to say something that's hot.
Right.
That would be red.
It's the same kind of association that you can learn what a frequency is, and there are traits to those frequencies, just the same way that there's, when I see red, I associate things with it.
Right.
Like blue, people would say blue is kind of, what would you say if you couldn't?
Sad, maybe. Something is sad. I'm not sure. It's really hard to describe color to someone who's blind.
Cool.
Cool, yes. Yeah, that would be another good one.
People, and I'm only repeating these because I've read them.
Yeah.
Like yellow would be sharp, pointed.
Interesting.
That's a way that people understand it.
Interesting.
So perfect pitch. Now, okay, this story's been going around the internet, so some of you have probably heard this, but I'll tell you what, if I can get through it without getting all foggy, it could be a problem. I might need some allergy medicine, some drops to put in my eyes here in a minute, Mom.
Right.
Okay. So, Abby was a big, larger than life playmate for Meredith. They did everything together until one day the 14-year-old dog passed away. Needless to say, Meredith was heartbroken. Then she asked her mom if she could write a letter to God so that when Abby got to heaven, God would recognize her and take care of Abby. Meredith's sweet mother agreed to help write the letter. As Meredith dictated what to say, her mother wrote, "Dear God, will you please take care of my dog? She died yesterday and is with you in heaven. I miss her very much. I'm happy that you let me have her as my dog even though she got sick. I hope you will play with her. She likes to swim and play with balls. I'm sending a picture of her so that when you see her, you will know that she is my dog. I really miss her. Love, Meredith." Then Meredith added a picture to the letter and stuffed both as well as a whole lot of faith into an envelope and addressed it to God/heaven. Then she added several stamps and put the letter in the mail. Days passed, and her mother assumed that would be the end of the letter. But then a package came in the mail, and they opened the box to find a book written by Mr. Rogers that says When a Pet Dies. Inside the cover was a letter that they had written to God and a photo that they sent. On the opposite page was the letter addressed to Meredith, and it read, "Dear Meredith, Abby arrived."
Yeah.
Give
Abby
me a second.
arrived.
I got it.
Okay.
I can do this.
Okay.
Dear Meredith, Abby arrived safely in heaven. Having the picture was a big help, and I recognized her right away. Abby isn't sick anymore. Her spirit is here with me, just like it stays in your heart. Abby loves being your dog. Since we don't need our bodies in heaven, I don't have any pockets to keep your picture in, so I'm sending it back with you with this little book for you to keep, and I have something to remember Abby by. Thank you for your beautiful letter, and thank your mother for helping you write it and send it to me. What a wonderful mother you have. I picked her especially for you. I send my blessings every day and remember that I love you very much. By the way, I'm easy to find. Love, God. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That postal worker
You
has
get two Culver's burgers.
huge kudos. Honestly, that was an amazing thing. They didn't have to do anything with that letter.
No.
They didn't have to do anything with that letter,
No.
but that was so sweet of them to do for that little girl. And
Two Culver's burgers. You come on over.
stop the Culver's burgers.
You know, there's not much better in terms of fast food than
No.
Culver's.
No, Culver's
really is not.
the best fast food there is. So
Well, by far, and definitely in central Wisconsin.
yeah, definitely. Makes
So,
my eyes leak.
Yeah,
I
my
know.
eyes. I've got
know.
I'm itchy all of a sudden. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
So I hope you guys like these good news stories. Do
Yeah.
you? If you do, type something in like yes or check mark or an emoji if you like these things and want us to continue doing them.
Yeah.
Because they bless my heart, and I hope they're doing the same for you.
Mm-hmm.
So let us know if that's something you want to keep doing. So check mark. Anybody? Bueller?
Don't forget, there's like a 30-second delay.
I know.
Yes, on Culver's Burgers.
Come
yeah,
on
I think
over.
I know where we're going for lunch tomorrow.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Hey, before we move on, there's a little secret ordering trick that you can do at Culver's that not everybody knows. Not everybody knows this trick.
No.
You can ask for their French fries extra crispy, and they will make them extra crispy for you. Yep. And not once have I ever asked them for extra crispy fries, and they sounded like...
No, they're super happy to do it.
Absolutely. That'd be great. Sure.
Super happy to do it. Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
All right. One bit of, I guess it's not business because we love it. And that's, here's the thing. We have friends that own the Moringa company that we love. And so for us, it's not a stretch to say, you should check this stuff out because we really, really do love it. And they've put together a 10% off deal for you guys for an immune booster.
Yes. Moringa is an amazing product. It has many.
It's a plant.
It's a plant, and the leaves are dried, and then ground into a powder, and it is super beneficial. Brad has rheumatoid arthritis, and it has helped him with any pain that he has from that.
I can still play guitar arthritis.
Now. And the moringa oil is super healthy. Any cut or burn, we put that on it.
This is a true story.
Yeah.
Like, I cut my thumb when we were working on the barn right on the edge here. And look, I mean, I don't know if you,
can't really see it.
It was red and infected and painful early this morning.
Yep.
I put some of that oil on it. Well,
I put some oil on it. And
she's
not
like,
as
get
much.
over here.
Yeah, and not as much as I would have liked to. He didn't want very much on there.
It's crazy what this stuff will do.
Yeah, it is.
And we're not doctors. This is not medical advice.
No. It's and the oil is made from the seeds, so it's not made from the leaves. What's really hysterical? Okay, not hysterical, but this is really, really neat. Hope has. She is trying to grow her hair long, so she is adding moringa oil to her hair every night. And not a lot, just a few drops. She just kind of puts it on her hair. Her hair is so healthy looking right now.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And she also uses the moringa oil.
You're gonna tell.
Huh?
On her face.
Oh, she's not watching.
Yeah, she don't watch.
She doesn't watch. She actually mixes the moringa powder with moringa oil and uses it as a mask on her face. And her face is clearing up like crazy. This stuff is amazing. I really, really love it.
But none of this is medical advice.
No, this is just what we have found. We really, really like the way this, the way this product is. I don't know if you guys know, but I had cellulitis. I've been putting it on my leg every day, twice a day. And it helps. It really does help. So,
well, and all you got to do to find out more information about it, do your own research, talk to your own doctors. But what I've found though, guys, is a lot of doctors don't know about it.
No, they don't.
Out of all of the doctors I've talked to recently in the past like 4 years, one knew about it, and that person was from India.
Yeah. Our naturopathy didn't even know about it.
Nope.
I was surprised about that, actually.
Yeah, and I described what we had gone through because I had debilitating arthritis to the point where I couldn't even put my clothes on.
Yeah.
And then we lost our super expensive drug because insurance changed. And all of a sudden, some missionary friends of ours said, "Hey, you got to try this. This is fixing a lot of problems for a lot of people all over, and just take it." And I was, the point of, I'll take anything. Just scoop some mud in a cup and I'll eat it. If you think it'll make it better, I'll do it.
Dirt in a cup.
Yeah, dirt in a cup. And and so within 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, not doctors, not medical advice.
Right. Yeah. So try it. It's inexpensive as medicines go.
Yeah.
It's,
And It's natural. You do your math. You do the math.
You
You
do
do
the
your
math.
study.
You do your study. You look it up. Just say, what is the benefit of moringa? And you're going to come up with a huge long list.
Yep.
So,
Immune boosters people are reporting, not me because I'm not a doctor and it's not medical advice.
No, this is just what we do.
It's what we do.
That's all.
So anyway, they emailed and said, hey, you can save some money.
Yep. So there's a promo code. Use the code PV102021.
Yep. So it's 10% off and free shipping.
That's awesome.
Anyway, okay. Commercial over.
Yes.
Our friends will be so happy that we told everybody about moringa.
Yes. Oh, yes.
So it's come to that point of the evening, folks. It's Q&A time. So if you have a Q and or A, bring your A or your Q, and then Q and A.
Well, why would they have an A? They have to ask
surprised
the
you don't know
Q. They have to ask the Q. We give the A.
That's right. Or we could do it like Jeopardy, where we'll give the answer, and then you guys say the question.
Oh, my goodness. No.
What is an udder? Now you give the question.
You just gave a question.
Right.
What is an udder? That's the question.
But that's how you're supposed to phrase the... Who is Brandon? NASCAR guy.
No, that's what is a donkey.
No, it's the NASCAR guy.
Right.
So anyway,
Sure.
opinion. It says Michigan Daffodil. Do you think the oil rubbed on a joint would help with inflammation? Do I think, because I'm not a doctor, I would think, and it would only be my guess because this is not medical advice.
Right.
I wouldn't say anything because people have commented in our videos that it has helped them.
Yeah.
Many.
Yeah.
But that's not me saying for you to do anything.
Right. Okay. The answer is it swims in the ocean. A dolphin. What is a dolphin? I answered it wrong. What is a dolphin?
Yeah, what is a dolphin?
Yeah.
You got it right.
I answered it right. I haven't watched Jeopardy in a long time, so I forgot the protocol.
Peterson Farm. Are you still thinking of a meetup? It might be too cold. We may have exhausted our window of opportunity. I shouldn't have said things.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Way to go, hun.
That
wasn't me. That was you.
Let's just say that we speak a little more freely on our Patreon page.
Yes, we do. Yes.
A little more freely.
Yes,
Got to
we
be
do.
careful what you say around here.
Yeah.
Because...
Really?
What?
Leroy
really?
says, ask Siri what is the most nutritional plant in the world. Bam. She'll say Moringa oleifera.
For real?
I'm going to have to try that out after I turn on Siri. I have it turned off.
Sally. Will
Sally.
you please stop monitoring and recording all my conversations?
Yeah, no kidding.
No.
What is not your choice?
What is not your choice? Yeah. Okay, so that's really
Oh
funny.
my.
So, any other questions before we...
Beef sharing is a meetup. Get it?
Got it.
Ba-dum.
Mike DeFazio says, I'll take curds of the North Woods for 500, please. He should have said best curds. I would have said, who is Culver's? Who is Culver's?
Oh my
You're
gosh.
correct.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Let's see. Are there any actual questions? Or are we just messing around?
I think we're messing around at this point. We could be messing around. Q. What is the best YouTube channel ever? Oh, Delaney B.
Aw, thanks, Delaney.
That's so
awesome.
sweet. That is sweet. Okay, one last time, actually, guys, unless there's no more questions. If you have good news stories, email me, info.bigfamilyhomestead@gmail.com. But again, don't send me video links because I'm not going to watch them because I don't have time to watch them. It's nothing personal at all. You may have the greatest video link in the world and it wouldn't matter because I just don't have time to watch it. So just a news article or something like that. Or even folks have even said, here's one paragraph, this happened to me. Like with the Schwann's people.
Right. If you have a
last
great
week.
personal story, something that happened to your grandparents or whatever, yeah, that would be That would be really
Kel
cool.
Storm, Krista, my sourdough seems to go solid. Help, please. Actually, I'm going to refer you to another channel.
Yeah. I'm not good at sourdough yet.
That's why. That's why I knew that.
Yeah.
The one of our moderators, the Bulletproof Pastor, has a channel. The Bulletproof Pastor actually mailed us some sourdough starter, and we're still working out the kinks on how to do it properly.
Yep. So I cannot answer any of your questions with sourdough. The only thing seems to go solid. Maybe you're not adding enough liquid, but
That would be a question for the Bulletproof Pastor.
That's not a question for me. I'm sorry.
And that actually, there's another person, Miss Mout Shasta, is asking what the wrench symbols are. They're called moderators.
Oh, yeah.
And what they do is if people get on and they're rude or they're cursing or they're abusing other people, they have the ability to delete comments or make people just go away.
Right. Block and delete.
They have our trust is what it is. They have our trust and they have our backs because we can't sit and do this and communicate very well with you. I asked Alexa and she said moringa.
Well, yeah, and there was another person who had said, they asked Siri and she said the same thing. That's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that like the ultimate photo bomb or what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, but that's really cool.
So I think we're going to call it a night, guys. My voice is getting a little rough. And, oh, you know what? That reminds me. I've been working on these scripture songs where I'm a professional musician by trade for a long time. And I'll take scripture, chunks of scripture, and then actually put it into a song where it's not necessarily like entertainment, like, you know, you'd hear a rock song on the radio, but it sounds like there's drums and there's keyboards and there's stuff. But then the lyrics are straight up scripture. And I'm almost done with another one. So I'm going to play you one that I think you may have heard last week. But if you want to help support continuing that, you know, $1 on Patreon or more would really help out. Just saying, drop it. So that said, we're
good.
We're cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff.
So thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you guys for coming. And we really do appreciate the prayers.
Yes.
The support.
Yes. Your kindness. It's you guys are like a big extended family, honestly. This is just awesome. I'm so glad that all of you watch our crazy life.
All right. Yeah. So here's a tune for you. Stick around and see what you think about it. Yeah. And
it's one of my favorites.
All right. So hugs and kisses, everybody. Bye.
Good night.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make straight your paths. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights beside the way? Blessed is the one who finds wisdom and the one who gets understanding. For the gain from her is better than the gain from silver, and her profit is better than gold. Be not wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Does not wisdom come? Does not understanding raise her voice on the heights The fear